Here it is at the Tesla Service Center, picking it up. This is like number almost 5,000 VIN number, so a 5,000th person to get one of these, which is wild because I ordered it within the first minute that they allowed you to. And so that 1 minute delay that it took me to decide which one to order, 5,000 people got it, ordered it in front of me. This is crazy. This is a crazy looking truck. So, very first thing, I get to go on a road trip because somebody broke the bed at the cabin that I rent out. Alright, so I gotta make a road trip to Brian Head, Utah from Las Vegas. I got a rental cabin up there that the guest broke the bed, so I gotta haul a bed up there real quick. And I just got the Cybertruck, so it's a good time to do a road trip test and see what kind of range I can get. So it says 318 miles. It's 211 miles to Brian Head, but it's a 10,000 foot, well, 8,000 foot climb. My cabin's at 10,000 feet. Start here in Vegas around 2,000 feet. So it's just a slow, gradual climb all the way to Brian Head until the very end, where Paran Canyon is like a super steep, punchy climb, and it's like the steepest highway in Utah. Actually, Paran Canyon is at a 13%, so it's a super steep, punchy climb. So we'll see how this thing does if we make it all the way on one charge. I'll be impressed. I'll be pumped. So far on this road trip, we're using, I don't know, we're 95 miles in. We're using 476 watt hours per mile, which isn't really that bad considering the Model Y is pretty close to this on this road trip. You know, I think the average going back and forth with the Model Y is around 336 watt hours per mile. So we'll see on the way back what the average is. But so far it's pretty impressive, you know, the energy consumption. We're just getting ready to go into the gorge right now. So I'm about halfway. It's 211 miles. We've gone 97. The last half is really the energy consumer for sure. It'll spike because of that climb at the end. Just getting through the gorge here. Just wanted to check out the pretty sunrise. One thing is going to be difficult to get used to is the attention that you get in this thing is ridiculous. And then people want to hang out in your blind spot so they can take videos of it as you're driving down the road. So it's like, now I got these people hanging out in my blind spot, like right where you don't want people to be. It's really annoying, but and our energy consumption keeps climbing, so we're up to 500 watt hours per mile now. And it'll just get worse and worse as we go. The other thing I'm noticing is like this windshield is so long out in front of you. It's like you're never going to be able to reach in there to clean that window or that windshield just by hand. I'm going to have to get like a pole or something with a rag to get all the way down in there and clean that. Something I'm noticing. Southern Utah is beautiful. So I'm just now passing the street I would have to normally take to go supercharge. I've been driving back and forth for 2 years building a cabin up in Brian Head, Utah with the Model S. So in the Model S it's only a 70D, so it gets like right here at Bluff Street in order to supercharge every time. Cool thing was, with the Model S, I had free supercharging for the life of the car, so it was free to drive back and forth, and I put material in there that I needed, building material. The Model S has got a pretty big trunk space. I even put scaffolding in that car that one time. It's just an enormous trunk space, so it fit a lot of stuff. But it's just weird to think I still got 153 miles of range left, and I might be able to make it all the way there in one charge. That would be pretty cool. But it's just crazy how far they've come. Some more views of the southern Utah mountains. So I punched in the navigation. My destination is telling me I need to stop at the Cedar City supercharger for 10 minutes. I think I can make it, but definitely don't want to press my luck. So I'll do the stop in Cedar, charge for 10 minutes. That way I definitely make it to Brian Head. But on the way home, I definitely won't need to stop because it's all downhill. So that'll bring my average watt hours per mile down quite significantly on the way downhill. So that's the plan for now. So I'm going to stop here at, this is this Hamilton Fort supercharger. It's a 240 kilowatt hour charging facility, I think. It's telling me I need to stop, charge for 10 minutes, so that's what I will do. Yeah, I've only got 64 miles left. Wow, that changed pretty dramatically in the last little bit. Temperatures getting lower. 46 degrees here. It'll be, below freezing up on the mountain. But here is the Hamilton Fort supercharger. It's always dead. Nobody's ever here. It's really nice. Charge up. Alright, so we're plugged in and charging. I had to get in the back and check my mobile charger and make sure that it had everything I needed so I could charge up at the cabin. I want to get all the way up there and figure out if it's missing a piece or something. But yeah, we're at 250 kilowatts. 652 miles an hour. Yeah, this thing is just drinking in the juice hella fast. More looky-loos. Found a couple of flaws, little scratches here and there. The tire shine that they put on the tire just flings all over the place. But for the most part, pretty flawless. There's some little scratches right here on the plastic. They told me to go ahead and order a new piece and replace it. And then it's just a little bit scratched up here on this plastic piece where the tail lights are. And then there's one real good scratch have to be bucked out somehow. Other than that, everything else is solid. All right, charged up for about 10 minutes and got 60 miles worth of charge, and that'll get me to Bryan Head, and that's not too bad. That's tolerable. All right, here's the Paran Canyon climb. So this is, 13% climb in the steepest part of it. And you can see, let's see here, let's turn on trips. We're up to 630 watt hours per mile. We got a construction zone. This is the steepest part right here, where it gets real steep. There's a big switchback. I've seen a lot of semis stalled out right here from just overheating their exhaust systems trying to pull equipment up this hill. It is just a brutal climb, and it's just drinking the juice right now. Coming to the final ascent to the cabin, getting up around 10,000 feet in elevation now, 36 degrees. So the last 39 miles, so basically the climb up here, pretty close to 800 watt hours per mile, which is pretty crazy. But the average for the trip, from 2,000 feet to 10,000 feet was 568 watt hours per mile, which is not that bad considering I was doing 80 to 85 miles an hour. It's pretty decent as far as energy consumption. Way more impressed than I thought I was going to be. Looks like the snow is finally starting to melt. Probably gonna get one or two more storms before the end of winter. It's cold up here right now. All the mud is frozen, which is kind of good. Later today, if it warms up, it'll be a mud fest. But look at this road. Jeez. This is gnarly. City needs to do something. I wish they'd pave this road. Here we go. Here's the cabin. My labor of love for 2 years. Get pulled in here and park so I can get plugged in. So this is what I arrived to. It was just cheap piece of junk bed, maybe a little overzealous guests, but mostly cheap piece of junk bed. So get rid of it. Got a new one. That's probably also a cheap piece of junk, but it's all I could get in short notice. I gotta have it fixed and place cleaned up before the guests show up at 3. Heading back through the Virgin River Gorge. It is a really pretty spot. Beautiful canyon.
TJ and coastal tours. You guys probably agree on right? Kind of, maybe, yeah. I don't know what makes things do this, but it feels like we can never have a good thing and then have it end as a good thing. Things always continue.
So I was unable to fully charge the truck at the cabin before I had to leave because I had guests coming in. So I had to stop and supercharge and all that stuff. So I was unable to really test to see how far or how many miles I'd have left when I got back, on the way home going downhill. But I'll do a future video to clear that up. Thanks for watching.